foremost, all praises, glory, honor goes to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai, Bashem, Makakwadas, double honors to the elder apostles, that great millstone that taught us this truth. Salutation, O Yakim, pushing this word day in and day out. Doing this quick lesson on, that praise and fame's coming soon. This is on the left-hand side with this minuscule nigga, NBA young boy, right? He's like the Tupac for Gen Z niggas. Right, which he's getting older. I think he's about like 27 now. He's got to be like at least 26, 27. And which ain't too old, but he's still a young man. But he's getting older in the entertainment world because he's been around for like 10 years. And these are his fans, man. Because they idol worship is big in Babylon. You can see him right here in the gray hoodie getting touched up and pushed up. Idol worship is big here. People worship the creature more than the creator, man. All right. They worship NBA Youngboy, Average Jake, more than Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Okay. And you see the police just escorting them and pushing them away from the mob of people, man. They must have got a call from somebody high up, the captain, like, look, get that nigga out of there. We need him to promote the agenda, the YN agenda. Look, he's running with the police and shit, man. You got these 2/3 nigga woman. A young boy. I forget his real name. young boy. Which I believe through the spirit, he's a Levite. They got him up out of there quick, man. You got police standing on them armored vehicles and shit like that, man. Crowd control vehicles. Real soon, NBA Youngboy's about to come to knock. It's about to be, I show this video because that praise and fame is coming soon. This is on the left-hand side, so how much more on the right? Our campsites are literally going to be grounds for riots, through the spirit, because when the famine of the word hit, man, everybody's going to come rushing, trying to hear the word, which could be as early as next month, man. When they cut off this food, entitlement programs and shit like that, these poverty programs, Jake's gonna come looking for us for answers, and we ain't gonna be found real soon, man. The October surprise is here, man. Okay, look, you got the cops on the big ass horses and shit, big ass ancient world horses. All right. They like, what's going on? Oh yeah, NBA Youngboy. Oh yeah, that's who my kids listen to. My nieces and nephews, they look up to him. He's out here, which he had to sell out to get this type of notoriety, this type of clout. You know what I'm saying? Which is vain, man. All right. Let's just play it one more time. You got, the women of our nation dressed half naked, We got men with more clothes on than them. These are the 2/3. This is the congregation of the dead, man. They zombies, literally walking, talking zombies, man. You got niggas like little NBA Youngboy. He knows he's an Israelite, but they ain't telling him. They ain't telling them the truth, man. Right? Most rappers, they even rap about not eating pork, where they learn that from the truth, man. All right. It's Kodak Black. I think him and Kodak around the same age. He walked out there, no security, and gets mobbed, man. Even their security, that crowd might have been too big for y'all security. Unless he had like at least 5 big niggas. Keep pushing them all back, But you see the way the police grabbed them up, they did it like, every angle they surrounded them, man. All right. So that's pretty much it on that video, man. Showing you that these rappers, they in tandem with law enforcement, man. They a part of the hip hop police, Look at these niggas, man, just rushing. All you see is Negroes and Latinos and Native Americans, man. Out there, I saw a few 2/3 spics out there, so forth. You got this Israelite foreigner woman right here. These white women, they're probably like Irish or Italian. Go eat Edomites. But, you know, that's what Jake worship, man. The creature, not the creator, man. Let me get this. Amos 8:11. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord power. This is the days we're entering now. That I'll send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water. So you still gonna be able to get your food and drink. But of hearing the words of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh, that's coming soon, man. I'm laughing because it's coming very soon, man. All right. Because even, you know, November, them 2/3 nigga woman, they still gonna be able to, you know, go to the grocery store and, you know, buy what they need, but they just not gonna be through SNAP, you know, or WIC or whatever they call the state programs, state benefit programs, whatever they call them. You know, they just gonna have to get it on their own, selling box, doing hair, getting a job, things of that nature. And they shall wander from sea to sea. So you don't see flash mobs like that looking for the men of the Lord, Wilson. Especially when we get that power. Because when we get that power, Jake, you know, Jake is simple minded. They're going to think it's still fishing season when it's actually hunting season. We're going to be out there putting in work. But they're going to think, you know, okay, yeah, Saturday. They're going to be out there. I know they're going to be. You know what I'm saying? This brother just slew a whole army with the spiritual power. I know he's going to be out there. You know, it's Friday. He just slew a whole army with the spiritual power. And tomorrow, Saturday, he's going to be out there for sure. A whole battalion instead of army. I think that's a better word. A whole battalion, man. A whole squadron. He just took them all out, man. By himself. I know he's going to be out this weekend doing the work. Ain't no videos no more on YouTube. They're going to be out there. Watch. That's how a nigga think. A nigga procrastinate to the last second. They didn't try to get right, but it's too late then. And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. And here in DC, you got sections like northeast, northwest. So even in, you know, I could equate this even in my little city. How Jake's gonna be looking for us, because we done taught the northeast, northwest, southeast, southwest. So they really gonna be going to and fro looking for us. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh and shall not find it. Yeah, they ain't gonna find it. And if you know, randomly decide to encounter man of Lord your ears, it ain't gonna be nice in that day. But the Lord let loose in hunting season. It ain't gonna be nice. What we gonna say or even do to you if the spirit compels us, you know, to meet you niggas. You'll see how the Lord, you know, plays this scenario out, man. Okay, so you gonna come looking for us and not find us, man. In that day shall the fair virgins. Yeah, I saw a few fair looking women running to get up with NBA Youngboy in that video. And young men, and I saw a whole bunch of young men. Because fair virgins mean, you know, attractive, appealing woman. You know? So the appealing woman and young men, faithful thirst. So, hey, man, they're going to faint for what? The thirst of the word, man, that they ain't going to be able to find, man. The words of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Ain't going to be able to find it real soon, man. And you clearly tell this is the last days of fishing season, man. All right. First Corinthians 4:9. For I think that the Most High have set forth us, the apostles, last. So we gonna get risen up last. You got all these degenerate niggas, your civil rights niggas, your rap niggas, your entertainment / athlete niggas, movie niggas. All y'all could had y'all piece of the pie. You know what I'm saying? For the past 100 years, man. You know, music industry, boxing, football, basketball. All you niggas had your piece of the pie coming out of hardcore slavery. And now we at the end, so now it's the real men. The men of Yahweh Bashim outside 144,000 to be exalted, man. Because we've been beaten and downtrodden in this society, so now's our time, man. Okay, and I can feel it too, me personally. You know, I told a attractive, young Latina woman the other day, I was like, because she was playing, making little faces, waving at some Edomite looking babies, because they like Esau, or, those that appear to be so-called white babies. And they was looking at her. And then when I came behind her, the attention went from her to me. And I told her, I said, oh, my bad. I always steal the spotlight when I pull up on the scene type shit. That's what I told her on some smooth shit. And then she said, oh, really? It's like that, huh? And she know what it is. Because we are the light of the world, man. Wherever venue or building we walk in, we take over instantly. You know what I'm saying? Like, people know. They act like they don't know, but they know. You feel me? And that's how, because, hey, man, that's how Yahweh Shai is. And we brethren. We little brothers of Yahweh Shai, man, all right? That's why they hated the Lord. That's why they did what they did to the Lord. Cause the nigga hate being outside, which we didn't choose this, man. The Lord chose us, man. We ain't choose. If it was up to me, I live a regular, normal life style. You know what I'm saying? In Babylon, passport bro type of ordeal. If it was up to me, have a few big checks on the way type shit, but it ain't. Hey, the Lord had us to come out here and preach the gospel, man. Okay. It says, as it were appointed to death. For we are made a spectacle into the world, into angels, into men. We are a spectacle, man. We are a walking spectacle, man. You know what I'm saying? We are the main characters. Yeah, said. We are the main characters, man. Of the movie. See, look how people treat you. They treat you fucking extra in a movie, or do they treat you like the main character? You know what? Me personally, I'm sure brothers can relate. If you get treated like main character, I've been in a room full of NBA, NFL niggas, active niggas, not niggas that's retired or washed up. I'm talking about active niggas. And I'll steal the show, man. When I used to do security, and now it's a total. It's totally different now, man, where the Lord is getting ready to give us that spiritual power, man, all right? Now, we done lived our normal working lives, like you pay bills like the rest of you niggas. The Lord's about to break them chains off of us first, man. Y'all gonna get y'all power too, but it's gonna be in the kingdom of heaven, man. All right. So we're a spectacle now. Street fishing, street preaching. Imagine when we get the power back. All right. Cause this guy, young boy, he's a spectacle on the left. You saw him in the video. He getting rushed and shit by flash mobs, hundreds of unruly niggas. They pulling them each way. And the cops had to go in there and say, like, what the fuck is going on? Showing these cops listen to rap music too, man. They might look like Edomites, but they listen to that shit. Like, oh shit, that's young boy. They knew exactly who he was, man. Out there, man. All right. For we are fools for Hamashiach's sake, but we are wise in Hamashiach. We are weak, but we in these weak bodies, but ye are strong. We are strong, though. The scriptures say that, man. Hey, we had a brother who we believe is an angel said, hey, we strong, man. We are honorable, but we are despised. We are hated by many, loved by few, man. All right. This is a good scripture. This is Zephaniah 3:19. Behold, at that time I will undo all that afflict thee, and I will save her that halteth, and gather her that was driven out. Yeah, we was driven out of the land of Israel to the four corners of the earth, right? And I'll give them praise and fame in every land where they have been put to shame. That we was put to shame here in America, but you know, we gotta work these bullshit ass jobs and gig jobs and shit, man. The Lord's giving ready to give us that what? That praise and fame, man. You know what I'm saying? And you saw that with Young Boy in the beginning clips, man. He's got satanic, demonic praise and fame. We about to have that righteous praise and fame. We ain't had to go on no casting couch, eat babies, and do all types of abominations, drink blood, all the shit that he had to do. Blood sacrifices. Sacrifice your homies, your family. You can't do none of that shit. Okay. All our sacrifices was spiritual, man. On the right hand, man. All right. You know, we made ourselves a living sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? So let me get Jeremiah 16:16 to show why we about to receive praise and fame. Sorry, what I'll title this video. Praise and fame around the corner. This is Jeremiah 16:16. I'll end off with this. Behold, I'll send for many fishes, save the Lord. And again, fishing season now. Soon to be hunting season, man. They shall fish them, which we've been fishing for years upon a year, starting with our apostles and elders, a great millstone on down. Our apostles and elders, 40 plus years, man, 30, 40 plus years. Us younger brothers like myself, 10 plus years, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, the Lord's about to give us our payday in the form of spiritual power, man. You know, see, that's going to be our first check, man, that we going to cash out on you hoes, man. All right. While you crash out, we're going to be cashing out, man. While you 2/3 and heathen nations crash out of the failing American system, we going to be fucking cashing out, man, on that spiritual power, man. All right. And they shall fish them. And after will I send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain and from every hill and out of the holes of the rock. So we're going to be going in these bunkers, these caves and shit, man. Mountains and mountaintops, and all types of retreats, submarine, underwater bases, you know, all that shit. You know, we're going to be getting your elites and lesser luminaries, man. Putting them in chains, man. Right. You're going to be taking out the garbage for real, man. The filth of the earth, all right? So I'm going to end it there, man. The Lord willing. Brothers was edified. Hey, it's almost out, man. So till next time, Shalom.